Our witness talk today is John King.
Thank you. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. My name's John King, or as I'm known at St. Francis as Barbara's husband. If you know her, you know why. What I'm going to be visiting with you today on is the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit, you know, he's the one that's always the third. He's always, the one down there, but he very well may be the most important one. And I'll explain that to you as I go. I'm a native Memphian. Okay. Apparently this isn't, can you hear me back there? Okay. I'm a native Memphian. In fact, in 1947, my father built a house over here on Cole Road, which I grew up in. It's the only house I ever lived in until I got married. And I'm very familiar with this parish. In fact, this was the third parish, or third parochial school that I went to. Back then, this place didn't exist. I went to St. Anne on Highland, then Holy Rosary, and then when they built this a block from the house, we figured we were safe. We weren't going to have to move anymore and go to another parish. After that, after this school, I went to Christian Brothers, and after that, I went to a little junior college for a year because I joined the Navy Reserve. And after my 1 year, brilliant year in junior college, I went on active duty in the Navy. And that was an eye-opener. That was an experience to be out on your own. And there's no going home. There's no got to go home and see mom or dad or anything like that. So that really helped. And when I got off active duty, I went to the University of Tennessee at Martin. And that's where the brilliant college career started. It only took 6 years. As Blutowski said in Animal House, 6 years wasted, man. And to be perfectly honest, there was not much that I could appreciate being in Martin except for one thing. I met a little girl from Brownsville, Tennessee. I knew her sister, and she introduced me to her, and it was her baby sister, but I was not allowed to date her unless we double dated. So much for the reputation. And that was in the summer of '74. Went out, got a job, moved just about all over the United States. I had a job with a company out of Portland, Oregon, and I wound up back in Portland. And hopefully none of you have relatives in Portland. Those people are strange. They're very strange. And after a year out there, I decided I can't take this place. So I moved back to Memphis. And when I moved back, I asked an old college friend, I said, do you know anybody that I can date? He said, do you remember that that little girl that you dated in college? I said, yeah. Well, she just broke up with her boyfriend. I said, can you get me a date? And we started dating, and we dated for about 9 months. And during that 9 months, I had come to the decision that the job that I had gotten back here wasn't working out. I was living at home with my parents. That really didn't work out. So One evening, we're sitting in the den of my parents' house, and I know what I wanted to tell her. I said, I wanted to tell her that, the job isn't going very well. I'm living at home, just things, just have some patience with me, okay? I'll get through this, but just have some patience. It came out, will you marry me? And as soon as I said it, I thought, no, I'm thinking, Holy Spirit. Words weren't mine, they were His. And even more amazing is, she thought for a second and said, yes. She's crazier than I am. And that was in my life, that was the very first time that I could appreciate the Holy Spirit. Because He did that. I didn't do it. She didn't do it. The Holy Spirit did. So we got married. We had 2 children at the time, and one of them my son Patrick passed away when he was 5. And the Holy Spirit came back again and visited me. He got me through it, but more importantly, I helped Barbara get through it. I really thought she was going to die from a broken heart. I really believed it. And if you met her then, you go, wow, she's in pain. But we got through it. We had another child who was a junior at the University of Memphis and is going to be an optometrist. If there's any optometrists in here, keep her in mind, would you please? But all of this goes back to prove the fact that whether you admit it or not, the Holy Spirit works. He works in your life every day. And we do take Him for granted for what He does for us. And we really, really need to think about what He is doing in your life right now. And not just your life, your family life. Because I would hate to think what would happen if He abandoned me. I really hate to think that. So, I appreciate the time. I know it's a short little talk, but I feel it was a very important talk. And gentlemen, He's there. He's there. All you have to do is ask Him for help. That's all you have to do. Thank you for your time. I hated to get broken up like that.
No, it's all right.